due to the ignorance of our host. Parental discretion is advised.
Angel,
Yes.
you know Salt Lake is known for some pretty good food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know why?
Uh-uh.
Because of places like From Scratch.
From scratch. Is this one of those places when you... Let me ask you something. Is this one of these places when you go and when you order something, you know that you can buy that bread at Walmart?
Negative.
Is this one of these places when you buy ketchup and they bring you like the Heinz fucking bottle?
Nope.
Tell me all about it.
So it's in the name, From Scratch.
Okay.
Everything is from scratch.
Okay.
All ingredients from scratch. And when we're talking, you go in there, you sit down, and get ready to have your mind blown. Start off with some of the fire bread that they have to offer.
Okay. I'm a sucker for bread.
Yep. You could even start with a soup and salad, right?
Soup and salad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Salad special of the day.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We could have what I love,
Yeah.
the roasted beet salad.
You have talked about that before.
Yes, it is outstanding.
What about drinks? Do they have drinks?
Specialty beer on tap, and almost a full liquor cabinet.
I'm already sold, brother.
You like it?
Oh, I'm down.
How about food-wise? We talking some good food?
Yeah.
Right? How about a braised brisket sandwich? Ooh, yeah. How about a blue cheeseburger?
Blue cheeseburger.
Right.
You fucking serious?
A pastrami burger?
Nice.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pizzas like you wouldn't believe.
Now, I'm a Ninja Turtle.
Yes,
at heart.
you are.
Do
Yes,
they have
you are.
pizzas
So
too?
I knew you had it at pizza. Right?
You sold me, bro.
So,
Where are we going?
Downtown Salt Lake City.
Okay.
62 East Gallivan Avenue. For reservations and takeout, 801-961-9000.
That's 801-961-9000. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch. What's up with you?
What do you mean? Don't look me down like you're getting ready, ready to fuck me.
You have every day. You have like a BYU hairstyle today. What's going on?
Really? Just because I'm white and I have a haircut. Is that what it is? I have the every other white guy haircut. I got a haircut before I came down here.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, I tried something different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it? Does the wife like it?
Yeah, she thinks it's cool. She says it look good. Why are you dressing up so fancy to go do the podcast? What are you getting ready? Or getting fancy for Angel? Are you going to fuck Angel? And I says, probably.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. It was a rhetorical question, wasn't it?
Dude, there was I guess one of the guys in the crew was like, hey, yeah, he was just talking to him and he goes, yeah, I do hair too. I'm like, really? And he goes, yeah. Next thing you know, today was like a chill day.
Yeah.
We were just basically just waiting for the time to go back home. Then I see them, they come out of their cars and they're like, all of a sudden they start shaving. This guy's got his machines and everything on his backpack.
really?
I'm like, right on, dude.
I'm like plugged into a generator?
Hustle. No, they're just batteries, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Because he's like, yeah, I carry my shit wherever I go. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then next thing I know, it was like,
this guy.
I rolled my window down this much. It's like, hey, looks cold out there. You guys good? It's like, yeah, dude.
It's just taking the hair off of fucking the only heat that they have.
Yeah, dude. It was good. Hasn't been cold. Like, that cold.
I see you've made it back.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Fuck, man.
Yeah. A little bit of bad luck there, huh, bud?
Oh, dude. So, Saturday, I ended up spending a little less than $1,200 on the truck.
It's a good thing you're rich.
Rotors, brakes, one of the seals was leaking.
That's not what shut it down.
No. Well, hear me out, dude. And they're like, I went there. I went to my buddies at that tire place, and I say, hey, let's just fucking fix the whole thing so I'm good to drive. They're like, all right, good. So I'm like safer. They're like, all right, dude.
You mean doing maintenance like you're supposed to?
But it's been that seals.
So you give the wife shit about not putting oil in the car. Here you are driving around with no brakes.
My truck hasn't sent me a message saying, hey, one of the seals is leaking.
Check your brakes out there, bud. The music's so loud and the truck's so loud that it's screaming on the outside, but you don't hear any of that, right?
Like this dickhead. No, so I finally take it and I said, let's just fix all of the stuff. And they're like, all right, cool. So I fix it. Saturday, Sunday, my engine goes, I'm done.
Oh, so you did this before?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like when it got towed over there.
Oh, no. I did this. So Saturday, they did the truck, and then I went from the truck, from the place, I went to the house.
Right.
And then Sunday, I look at the wife, and I said, let's just go for some food. She goes, all right. Your boy's been 2 weeks on a diet without breaking it, so that's good. And then she's like, all right, let's go. And take the truck out, and it's like barely going. So
No power, huh?
like, fuck, dude. So I waited until Sunday night, took it there thinking less traffic. And at one point, I have to cross Bangor, whether it's 41st or 54th. And I'm like, if my truck dies on Bangor, I'm like, it is going to be funny. It like died on me like a block before.
Ooh.
And then I'm like, nice looking truck, almost brand, not almost, but like newer truck. And I'm like,
Nothing, huh?
as I'm fucking dying.
Was it throwing a check engine light or anything like that?
Yeah, as soon as they started doing that, the engine light came on. So I took it to the place. Luckily, they opened Monday. We didn't work Monday.
Right.
So they're like, hey, it's something related to injectors.
Ooh.
I said, okay. But because of the kind of store they are, they're like, well, we don't deal with diesel.
Yeah.
So you literally need a diesel.
He's all, this is AutoZone, bud. We don't do this. I can plug this machine in.
This is like the tire section at Walmart, bro. What do you think this is?
So, we don't do that. He's all, this is Burger King, bud.
But yeah, so
did you have to get it towed to the place?
Now here's another thing. One of my friends, I'll tell you about him later. Diesel mechanic, mobile diesel mechanic.
Do I know him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, hey, this is what's going on with the truck. But I said, do you know somebody with a shop? He goes, well, no, I have a shop in my house. We can, why don't you have me do it? And I said, okay, cool. I've known this guy for a few years.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So he says, where is it? And I said, it's here and here and here. And he goes, I'm right by there. When I'm done with work, I'll swing by and I'll check and I'll tell you exactly how much you need. And I'm like, all right, cool. This place closed at 6. Now they have my keys. So finally I go, what's 5:30?
Monday, right?
Monday. I'm like, I haven't heard from this guy. I called him again. He goes, oh, dude, I got caught up doing this. I'm like, but are you going to make it? And she goes, no, I'll be there. Says, all right. I go to the place just so I can get my keys so they can close.
Right.
And then I waited and waited and waited, and he never showed up. And I'm like, all right, lesson learned. Cool.
Fool me once, shame on
exactly.
you.
So
fool me twice, I still don't have a ride.
Fool me. I'm like this, like Bernie Sanders,
with your mittens on.
My truck, inside of my truck.
The only thing you can do is listen to the radio, and Sarah McLachlan happens to pop on there.
So finally, I said to the wife, just call the tow truck. Mm-hmm. I don't have anywhere to take it, so I take it to the house. $100, take it to my house. So it's been in the house for 2-3 days, and then a guy that you and I know is working up there with me. He's like, I know friends that have this shop. I'll give him a call. So he gives him a call, gives me his number, and then I call and I say, yo, this is happening. And she goes, all right, well, I can't literally tell you what it is until I have it. He says, but worst case scenario that you need every single injector, you're talking about $3,000.
Oh yeah. Yeah, easily.
And I'm like, okay.
And the shitty part about replacing those injectors, it's okay to do the one.
Yeah.
But it's not the smart thing to do.
That's the same thing someone told me. It says, once they open your motor and they change the one,
you'd be a fool.
Might as well change all of them.
Because it's just going to cost you the same. Because
if once you fix that one, then the other one takes a shit. There's the second time they're opening your motor again. Yeah. So might as well just do it all. And I'm like, all right. So I've been hearing all this. Our friend Hellbach says, well, I have a... I know he's trying to put me like in the ballpark around how much, and he goes, well, I know a guy that had this truck and he changed his fucking injectors for like $6,000. I'm like, Jesus.
Oh fuck.
I'm like, no, Hellbach. But this, so long story long, I guess it was the way the train horn was wired. And I think it was, for what I hear, now I don't really know, because I've seen the cables and they go to the battery, but apparently somehow it was taking power from my fuel pump.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, because of that, it was calling for all these codes, and that's why it was losing power.
Oh, okay.
So, but he called me today as I got out of the canyon, and he called me and he goes, "Hey, just so you know, I'm almost like I'm 90% sure it's not your injectors. It's gonna be a lot easier." And I'm like, I had a bunch of guys lined up to blow for them to give me some money. I had to cancel on them. So it's like, I think I got it. They were all like, what do you call it?
Lubed up,
No,
primed. They had loaded weapons.
They were all like, what do you call it? A fluffer.
Fluffed.
They were all fluffing. They were like, oh, it worked. I'm like, yeah, dude, sorry. Maybe next time.
Damn.
So, but yeah. And so I ended up taking the wife's car there. Like the car. Don't get me wrong. And it's just kind of weird because after you drive your big ass truck, then you get into like this tiny car and you feel like you can everywhere, right? And
correct me if I'm wrong. It's like an SUV, like a Subaru, right?
it's a Subaru Forester.
So it does fucking good
Yeah, yeah.
in shitty weather.
It's a Subaru Foreskin. And
It's a fucking Subaru lesbian.
it matches my wife's hair. What? Love you. but so I take it, and it was fine on the way there. But coming here, like just so everybody knows, there was a chance that I wasn't gonna be here, or we weren't gonna do this, because I take the computer with me so I can do all these clips and shit. So, but no, we made it. And there was a couple spots that got dicey up there.
Yeah.
Like the strawberry.
Yeah.
Right at the top.
Yeah.
Like,
The strawberry.
I was like, I better slow down. But it did good, dude. Little car handled good.
Well, that's good. So you should be able to get it fixed here.
Yeah,
fairly
so what he wants to do is he's in it's at the shop obviously, but he's gonna keep it today, Saturday and Sunday, and he's gonna start it out cold on Monday. They have driven it already, but he says I want to drive one more, and worst case scenario, we just rewired your horn or whatever, and then you'll be good to go. So I'm like, nice.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
good.
I was just like,
that's sour. I'm
dude,
freaking out about that. It's your turbo takes a shit on you,
yeah.
$5,000. Your injectors take a shit on you, $5,000.
Yeah.
It's just
And that's what everybody keeps telling me, because it's the first thing people ask me. So how many miles do you have on the thing? I'm like 78,000. It's like that's nothing.
yeah. See, I'm sitting in the same boat. What's yours? A 14?
Yeah.
Same year as mine.
Yeah.
I have no miles. I think we're at 90,000 now.
Yeah.
So it's for a truck. Not that they're old,
Yeah.
but for a diesel, motherfucker will go 300,000 miles. So it's still a very fresh vehicle. So
Now the way Angel thinks, you guys know where this goes. I'm all
time to get a new truck. That's what I would have said. The first time. So remember my old red one?
Yeah.
Mega cab. It was an '08. Was when I fell in love with trucks.
yeah.
The first problem it gave us, and it was just an odd noise. Nobody could tell me what it was, and I said to the wife, "Time to get a new truck."
Yeah.
She's like, "But the truck's fine. Let's just fix what's wrong with it." Now, time to get a new truck. Yeah, backhand. Time to get a new truck.
Yeah, dude. But I'm like, I was texting one of the friends that worked there, and he was like, "What's wrong with your truck?" And I was trying to tell him the whole story, and he goes, "Well, time to get a new truck." I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I just thought about that too. And he goes, "Yeah, dude, try to get a 2020." I'm like, "Well, let's relax a little." And I said, "2020. First of all, I don't want to have a stock."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, what do you want?" And I said, "Well, it's gotta be, all suit up." And he goes, "All right, you can still do it." And I
85,000.
and then and then I'm all, kind of want a dually though. He goes,
Yeah.
"What the fuck for?" I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at dualies. I want one so bad, but I have a reason for it.
You do have a reason for it.
I got a big toy hauler.
Mine is a big paperweight.
And I think we could use it. And the beauty part about my wife, she prefers the biggest truck you can get. She's a truck girl. She loves big trucks. So I'm like, I was thinking about a 4-door dually. And she's like, well, it has to be a mega cab.
Holding your fedora.
Yeah. And she's like, where do we sign?
Yeah.
So she's totally good with it. Yeah, my first side-by-side I had, 3,500 miles. That doesn't sound like a lot of miles on a side-by-side. Yeah, it's getting there. The first fucking problem I had. Time to sell it. Yeah. Time to get rid of it.
The guy that I talked to, they gave me this guy's number. He's like, dude, here's the thing. Like, a lot of people like give me shit because every 2-3 years I got a brand new truck.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He goes, every time something like that happens, I have nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. Warranty takes care of it. And if you think about it, because I mentioned it to the wife, because also when I bought that truck, there was a dually there, and I was like, I know there's no reason for me to get a dually, but look how badass it is. So after I bought that truck, the wife was like, I will let you have it. I mean, not let you, but I'm like, I wouldn't mind if you bought the dually.
Especially the Dodge dualies. Yeah, it looks so fucking good, dude. Best looking dually out there. I don't care what anybody says. Ford, Chevy, best looking dually out there.
So I was thinking about this.
Short bed dually. Not a long bed.
Also, I want that big ass fucking screen.
That's it.
And one of the welders there has one as a personal, and he goes, he told me he's 19. He goes, I tell you what, it's all flashy shit.
Yeah,
it's not. You don't really.
Yeah. Doesn't change the driving experience.
What is it that you don't have on this truck that you want?
On my truck?
On my next one. On your next one.
On my next truck, I want so I don't have a Laramie.
Yeah.
Like that's what you have, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a Laramie. I just have it's not basic.
Yeah.
But I don't have a sunroof. I want a sunroof. I don't have.
Do you use it though?
The heated seats.
This truck has a sunroof. The Yukon had a sunroof. I never used it.
I would rock it.
Although last time I drove the truck here, because you're going through the mountains, I did open that. You're like, it looks cool. But other than that, but mine doesn't have foldable mirrors.
Oh.
You push the button and go,
yeah.
I want that. Brian, so look at this fucking. Brian's like, I'll just keep my minivan.
You know what? Once you get a truck,
yeah,
it's different, especially if you're a truck guy.
Yeah.
And I've always been a sports car guy, but once I got a family and then we got into recreational stuff, the love for a truck. I'm not that kind of recreational stuff.
Yo, but another thing. I just lost it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's all I had to say. So, yeah, I
got it. Another thing that would bug me is like if I get a newer truck and I have to use it for work, like a tank has to go in there, a toolbox. I mean, toolbox is fine, but a tank, more wiring shit. Then my fucking injectors go to shit.
Dude, what you have now is what you need as far as a good work truck. It's a good looking truck.
Yeah.
I like it. I just keep it. You've had it for ever
I think
now,
like
right?
Year and a half, 2 years, and we paid off.
See, no reason, especially where we just talked earlier. It's not even halfway broke in yet. Just keep it.
Yeah.
You got to put money into it. That's the part about having a vehicle that's paid off or close to being paid off. You've got to maintain it.
I wish I kept the warranty, and the only reason why I didn't.
I have a warranty on mine.
And the only reason why I didn't is because when mine expired, it was literally a garage truck.
Yeah.
Because the company that I was working for, they gave me a truck.
Right.
So I was driving my personal Saturday and Sunday.
So when those guys call me for the extended warranty on my car, I'll just give them your phone number and tell them to call you then. So you can get your warranty back.
Do I have a warranty and they still call me and try and sell me a warranty?
Dude, I have a car, but my car was bought as a 2004. That warranty has been long exhausted a long time
But
ago.
you don't need a truck though. Dude,
No,
remember that Subaru you had? How many miles did it have when you got it?
It was a 96 Subaru Legacy, and I had that thing, I think, for
12 years.
I had it from 96 when I got it in 99 when I was 19, and I had it till I was about 30.
Jesus Christ, B.
30 years
miles.
old.
How many miles? I know it's a
Oh,
shit
it had
ton.
over 200, almost 300,000 miles on it. Those Subaru engines, they'll go for.
Oh yeah.
But I tell you what, though, he was all beat up, but you got inside of that motherfucker, and the radio would be like.
I had the technology.
And he was all like fucking touchscreen and shit. I'm like, this sounds good, but I don't want to. I'm just kidding.
The back tail lights were broken out, and I had duct tape over them.
Oh yeah.
And I had a big dent in the trunk, and the spoiler had been broken off.
In its day, it was probably a fucking.
One day I got drunk and got on top of it and danced on the top of the car.
Well, that's not the car's fault.
Well, I know that.
That's whatever you got under your feet over there. Fault.
that was how beat up this car was.
Jesus Christ!
You go in and you push up on the roof and you'd hear it go pop, pop into place.
I watched a video today talking about vehicles that we want of the brand new 911 Turbo, the 2021 911 Turbo. Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude,
don't look at those things. Don't look at those.
Look that up.
Look that up, B.
2021 Porsche 911. Yep, there you're right there. Right there. Oh man.
You know what, dude?
In the video that I watched, the bitch is all. I just wish they would make it. Was that? Have you ever seen that Supercar Blondie? You ever seen her on Facebook or Instagram? She's like in Dubai and she like test drives and shows off all these fucking badass cars. She's like, Porsches are just Porsche. They're not fancy. I'm like, of course she rides like in Bugattis and fucking Lamborghinis and shit.
I know the backhand.
That car right there makes my dick sizzle.
Dude,
that's funny because you're a big truck guy. And
but that is that's my dream car.
Yo, but I think you can make it happen.
That's $200,000, bud.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. And Brian's all,
where does the wife sign?
Because I looked at like an 08.
Yeah.
And you're still 50
I remember.
grand.
Was that the one you sent me the photos of?
Yes, dude. I fucking want one so bad, but fuck.
Yeah, they're so fucking expensive, dude. When did you like, even if you end up buying a $1 million car, it's like, that's
but
crazy.
It's still a goal. That
I get
yourself,
it. Like,
you know
I mean, mine is like, how much is a Lambo? 300,000, brand new, more than that, maybe.
But you stepped up in life.
But that was when I was ever since I was a little kid. I'm like, I had a frame poster of that fucking.
That's
thing.
the car.
Scale cars. Fucking.
In 1984, 85.
And I fell in love with El Diablo, and he's the ugliest fucking Lamborghini ever.
I would still rock one, dude. I would still rock a fucking Countach. Yeah, the old fucking fuck yeah, dude. I would still rock one, but as a kid, the same thing. I had the Porsche with the big whale tail on the back of it, and I was like, one day.
I'm too gangster.
Speaking of sending nudes through text.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. You are on the record saying that you and the chief, you guys text a lot, right?
We've had quite the conversations today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So he always makes me feel like shit because I forget this thing, and I should remember. But in the morning, like in the mornings, I go, "Yo, did you watch this thing?" And there's no answer for like a couple of hours. But then he will answer, "Good morning." Yes, I did. And now I'm like, I'm a dickhead. I didn't say good morning. Another one that does that, Kay the dog. I'm like, yo, Kay, did you ever get that thing? And he's like, good morning, brother. I hope your day is good. Yeah, I did. And I go, because like Brian and I, and even you, like we don't go any lower than what's up, puto, or something like that, right?
You text me good morning, I'll text you back.
What's wrong with you?
Good about
what
it.
Have you got? COVID? What are you dying? The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm like, good morning, dude. He's like, what do you need?
But yeah, right. But if Dre didn't say that kind of stuff, you'd think, well, something's wrong, right? Because that's just him.
But it's just weird because I should know this. I should say, hey, and I'm trying to be good at it. But there was a guy that I used to work with, Company 2, I kid you not.
Which one? Which? Oh, okay. Company 2. Okay, I'm confused.
I'm back at
as
one,
fuck.
remember?
Yeah, that's right.
These are your guys' companies, man. Come on.
So we should write it down. You go. Oh, okay. You're all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We put it here like we used to have. No, but he never looked at me like as if I was part of the crew until I started saying good morning to him. I'm like, good morning, so and so. How are you? And he goes, oh, good, man. And I said, what are we doing today? And he'd be like, oh, I guess we're gonna do this and that. But if I just went there and says, what's up, dude? What are we doing? He'd be like, good morning. And I just like, is it really that necessary? I mean,
know what?
obviously some people, yeah.
You know what? I think on as a manager
Has
now.
he done that to you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, all the time. This I can show you this morning. Good morning, good morning, sir. Or whatever he says. But as a manager, when I reach out to my guys, that's the first thing. Morning or good afternoon.
Yeah.
How's it going? How's the day going? You know, and I think maybe he's on that because he is a manager over.
He's an office guy.
Yeah, so I think maybe that's where it stems from.
Yeah.
Construction guys, it's
Yeah,
simple,
yeah.
plain.
You're like, what's up, bitch?
Dirt,
Make him
and
kiss your
exactly,
tip.
and that makes you, oh, okay. He must be having a good morning.
Yeah, oh, you got laid last night.
Yeah.
You got laid last night. Yeah, dude, but every time it's like, oh, good morning. Yes or no. He answers me, and I'm like, I'm such a dickhead. But
I used to have a buddy like that, a guy I worked with. Every morning I'd go in, an older guy.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Lyle. And you go, what's so damn good about it?
see,
You know,
that's
like one day I'm like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to have a comeback. I walked in, I go, good morning, Lyle. He goes, what's so damn good about it?
First thing this morning. Good morning, brother.
God damn right. And I walked up to him and I go, good morning, Lyle. I'm like, I got to come back. I'm ready. Locked and loaded. He goes, what's so damn good about it? He goes, I go, well, you're alive. He goes, my point exactly. And I'm like, God damn
damn it, he
it.
got me again.
Got me again.
Yeah, I don't know. Just weird.
It's courteous, and it's a
I don't-
good way.
I got-
Good way to start the small talk.
yeah.
Even if you're in trouble, not you're in trouble, or somebody you've got to talk to is. We've got to talk about an issue.
Yeah.
Start the conversation. Good morning.
Yeah.
How's everything going? How's the family doing? And then roll into it.
You're fired.
How's the family doing? Oh, they're great. Not anymore.
Yeah, dude. I gotta get better. Also, another thing that I should get better at, and I'm actually been doing it, I think is because I live by myself nowadays. Are you the kind of guy that wakes up and does the bed?
No.
No.
No, fuck no. Oh, okay. Actually, and the only reason we don't make the bed, so me and my wife sleep in our own blankets. I cannot share
Yeah.
one blanket
We know.
I just can't do it because I like to roll myself in a fucking burrito.
Yeah.
So she has her half, I have my half. I will pull the blankets up because the fucking dogs will jump up on the bed.
Oh, really?
If you were not watching. So that's the only reason that I would pull it up. But making it, tucking it in, God, no. Not since I was getting my ass beat as a child. but it was a very rare occasion that my parents were like, make your bed.
It was never a thing for me that I was
Growing up, your mom didn't make you make your bed? No.
Well, we had a lady that did that.
Jesus
I'm just gonna sleep in it
Christ,
again
dude.
tonight.
Are
Yo,
you
it was
shitting
a
me?
single mother with 2 jobs, dude. What do you want me to do?
Fuck.
No, but
This story gets better and better every fucking time. Like the vision and
But-
everything that I deal with on a weekly
listen.
basis as a podcast. You're talking to me about getting the white guy BYU haircut. This motherfucker had it made.
it was to help with my sister. No, but I mean, but I've also lived like when we came here, you know, with my mom, and like it's not a thing that was forced on me. And nowadays, but also in my defense, when I'm here and I'm working here and I leave for work, my wife's still drooling. Like I'm talking about, I'm leaving at 6 a.m.
You're like Carlton from the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, for God's sakes.
I know that reference.
Yes.
No, I'm saying it's just like, but now that it's me, like I know that I'm leaving, and
So you've been making your bed?
yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. Turning a new stone. Going on a diet. Making your own bed.
Driving the wife's car.
Driving the wife's car.
Dude, it is such a pain in the ass because you're so used to your shit. Watch this. If we're driving our trucks, what's this?
The fucking windshield wipers.
Exactly. So you already have this motion in your hand.
That turns the lights on and off, doesn't it?
It turns the lights on and off. And also in our trucks, they're automatic.
Yeah.
So I'm driving and then people's like, I'm like, oh yeah, my fucking lights are not on. One, two,
you pull it to fucking.
and they're flashing.
flashing.
High beams go up.
Instead of
High
fucking
beams on my
washing the
tits.
windshield wiper.
But then also the windshield wipers are on my right, but they're not a spinny thing. It's an up and down thing. So now I go. You have not only you have this motion, but you know what's on your left. But then you're like, oh fuck yeah, I gotta clean my windshield. And the first thing you do is like, I gotta switch. What happens when I switch? The fucking rear one goes. I'm like,
And there's probably not a wiper there, so it just scratches
Metal
the shit out of the window. It's never been replaced.
Still, how about those people that rock the little long bag that it comes with?
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that?
those,
I had a friend that had that. It's like, oh, it's snowing. It will take the bag off of his fucking windshield. Like, you fucking kidding me? But yeah, dude. So now I have to wait. I have to be like,
It's like a rubber for the fucking
not only
windshield wiper.
not only is on the wrong hand, but it's an up and down thing. So once again, I'm driving behind a truck of a guy that I know. I saw at the gas station when I was filling up, and I'm driving behind him, and I go, he's just see me in his mirror, and I'm just like. With my lights on and off.
Pulls
He's
over.
like, what's wrong with you?
You want me spitting oil again?
He pulls over and he sees me drive by. He goes, what a dickhead.
See a shitty rag on the side of the road that I should have grabbed? Throwback right there.
Yeah, dude. It's like, it's so weird. And then her seat, like, heats up as the heater, but it's so fucking hot. Like, you know, my truck has two settings.
Do you have heated
and medium.
seats? Fuck, I don't have that shit.
You don't.
I don't have heated
Talk about
seats.
something else that
I used to fuck with my boy
your
Jay.
car has it?
Yeah, with the heated seats.
This one?
Every time Jay would get in the car, I'd turn the heated seat on without him knowing it, and it'd make him need to shit. He'd almost shit his pants in my car.
That's a good trick.
I don't know why, but the warmth would.
Oh, dude. Speaking of shitting,
Uh-oh.
The diet.
remember I told you that I've been going to the bathroom like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pebble shits. Fruity pebbles.
Your boy sharded last week,
Oh, yeah.
and the worst thing about it, dude, I was on the phone with my mother on FaceTime.
Oh.
I had my mom like this in front of me, dude. And I've been ripping ass this whole time. So my mom is like, what the fuck is wrong? My mom is always like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And so I keep talking. We're talking about the truck, you know. Oh, mom, I need money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. and I go, oh, yeah, we're talking. Oh, they're going to take it, whatever. And then I just go like this. And then all of a sudden, dude.
Like big time or
About yay big.
oh yeah.
I just,
Like a pebble
I
or,
just
or,
got,
or liquid?
oh, liquid.
Oh, you went
I
like this
ju-
big, like you
well,
would
like
shit a
the
fucking
spot.
boulder.
Yeah, the spot.
I just rolled on my leg.
Just shake it, kick it out the
I'm
window.
like, Mom, what's this? Dude, but it was like, it was so liquid. And my mom is like,
She's all send Consuelo to come clean your
Mom-
clothes.
my mom looked at me and she goes, that sounded, and I go, I gotta go to the bathroom. And you're coming with me, so I took a. The fridge is right there, so I just put it there, and just sitting there. And then I grab it, and then I'm grabbing it as I'm sitting down there. I grab it, and I start facing it down. My mom is so no. I'm like, Mom, you made this.
So this is when you're out of town.
Yeah.
So you just had to ball them up,
Well, I was in the hotel.
but they don't have a washer and dryer
They
there.
just clean those bad
No, they
boys in the
do, but
sink
I just went. And I mean, in the shower, I just fucking.
yeah, just clean them in the
Yo,
shower.
do you guys
real
have any
quick and-
tinfoil I can borrow? Yeah, you got leftovers? Yeah, something like that.
You have any Windex? I just don't want to put shit smell in my wife's car.
Damn, that sucks.
Dude,
I feel you though. I've done it a billion fucking times.
Have you ever done it at work? Like,
Yes.
Where you've had to like.
I took
right,
my
well, these underwear are done.
Yeah, I took my underwear off.
Yeah.
I parked behind a fucking pile of mill tellings, like a giant fucking mountain of mill tellings up in Mapleton. Drove fucking like this, so I didn't want to sit in it and smash it between my legs. Got out, and Highway 6 and Highway 89 are right fucking there. So I had to time it right and get my truck fucking situated. I pulled my fucking underwear mall. Ooh, fucking Kobe.
Yo, in fact, rest in peace. Yo, you know what? Remember one time before we had cameras and shit back when we were poor. We I showed you my boxers that my daughter gave me.
Oh yeah.
What were they?
Yeah. They were.
Come on. It's a cartoon.
I want to say The Simpsons.
No,
but it was not The Simpsons.
No, but yellow.
It was.
That motherfucker saw it coming, dude. So, I'm like, sorry, dude.
What were they?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Fuck, I would have never got that right.
SpongeBob's like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
SpongeBob Brown Pants. Oh.
Horrible, dude. I felt bad, dude. I'm like, well,
You
gotta
feel that
watch
bad 'cause
those.
you took her into the bathroom with you. I would have pretended like I was going through a tunnel or something. Hey, I'm losing you, Mom. I'm losing you.
room.
It doesn't work.
I was eating dinner. I don't care. I was eating dinner. Like she saw me, I'm all, Mom. But I just. But it's like it's funny because my mom's like so used to me being me that she's like, you shit yourself. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, okay. I guess I made you. I guess I gotta, take responsibility.
There's another month I can't move out with the sister.
I'm not going to be able to move to Oregon with you shitting your pants all the time. Fuck.
No, well.
Yo, big fights this weekend, right?
Yeah, dude.
We've, I think we went through the whole spiel last time. We don't need to go over all that. There's a good fight on the main card, and a fighter named Azatar Otman. He's got a good record. Excuse me, coming up in the UFC. Well, they're in. Excuse me, God,
a lot of
in
cum.
Dubai, and the way they do it is they have built a facility where they can house the fighters for weeks on end for COVID protocol. So there's certain things you can and can't do out there. This guy, he was supposed to fight, and I say supposed because he was supposed to fight tomorrow night, the fight before the co-main event. Huge deal. I mean, this is a McGregor card, right? Doesn't get any bigger than this, right? The way they have it is you have your team. Your team is under this protocol where you have what are called wristbands.
Yeah.
And they get you in and out of these facilities.
I think I read something what you're talking about.
So this guy was caught cutting his wristband off, giving it to another guy. This gentleman brought a bag. They've never said what was in the bag.
Yeah.
Into the facility, went through 4 security stations because he had a wristband.
Yeah.
To the hotel room, dropped the bag off, and then left the hotel room before they realized what was going on. So they don't.
They were all COVID vaccinations.
Yeah, probably. So UFC finds out about it.
Yeah.
The guy runs. They didn't catch him.
The guests.
The guest.
Okay.
Yeah. They find out by watching cameras on exactly what this guy did. Basically cutting it off, giving it to somebody. He taped it on, got through everything, brought him whatever, and God knows what it was. They have cut him, not only from the fight, they banished him from the organization. So the dude is stuck in Dubai right now.
Oh.
And you are fucked.
Yeah.
You kissed your career goodbye. Brutal.
And they still don't know what's in the bag, huh?
They haven't said. They'll say. I'm sure somebody knows what was in the bag.
I bet there was some needles in that bag.
Well, the thing is, it's still under USADA, so if he had done steroids or whatever, they're gonna find out because they're gonna test you before and after the fight. So unless you got some real doctor-made shit, they're gonna find out what it was. But what a way to kiss your fucking career goodbye. You could have been a fucking. He was a stud.
You said main card or co-main?
The fight before the co-main.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
I mean, but what would be in that bag that you would risk that for?
Why would you cut the fucking?
I mean, it's got to be something big.
But right? I think the problem here is the fact that he
broke security.
Yeah.
Right. But what would you need so badly that you would risk?
What boggles me about this is they have done such a good job to keep everything clean, to do these promotions, to do these cards, and then one asshole brings in somebody. And what if this guy contaminated the entire fucking card? I mean,
they all have COVID, so they all can go fight.
So, fortunately, he went through the security guard, went to the hotel room, so he didn't get to anybody else. So, the guy he was supposed to fight, how pissed off would you be?
Yeah.
You get
after all the training.
Weigh-ins were today. This happened today.
And that's a big card to
huge card.
To be fighting somebody on.
We know what's going on this year as far as good fights that are coming up, but this is a McGregor card. I know everybody hates to hear that, but right now it's the biggest card you're probably going to have this year unless he fights again.
Yeah.
But so the guy he was supposed to fight, there was another gentleman that missed weight. So they pulled him and then took that opponent and the other guy. So he still has a fight, thank God. Cool. But how shitty is that you gear up for months for a certain opponent, and because of his recklessness, he does this. Now you got to fight another guy. Kind of a shitty deal. But how fucking odd is that?
Do you watch the weigh-ins too?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh yeah. Yeah. In fact, me and Dre were talking all day.
Oh yeah.
How did so and so look at the weigh-ins? You know,
dude, I was surprised by the how cool McGregor was. So like shaking hands.
They fought before. Again, I said it last week. Poirier's a gentleman. He's like one of the good guys out there that's trying to do good for the sport and for his community and all that. And Connor I think he's grown as an athlete as well as an individual.
How old is
he's
Connor?
32, 33, I think. He's in the prime of his career right now. So, but
32.
32. See, I know my shit, don't I?
God, you're on the ball. That's why you're a UFC guy.
Yeah. So, for them to be cordial is not out of the realm. Now,
it's not weird.
I will say this: we kind of miss the shit talking.
McGregor
that we used to get, the fucking who the fuck is this guy? We're gonna miss that shit.
Did you see his watch?
That $1 million watch.
Did you see that watch, B?
Oh my! Look it up, dude.
Look it up. Is it just me or is it a bubble?
It's got a bubble on it.
Oh, dude.
Look at that fucker.
There, the first photo.
Yeah, that one right there. $1 million.
Is that like a sundial?
So what time is it? It's all open the fucking door.
Open the blind first.
Trying to catch the
Everybody puts their sunglasses on. They're like, it's all radioactive and shit. Yeah, $1 million. But you think about this, it's like buying
look at his shirt.
Buying a Bugatti. Yeah. Augustus Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
That will probably never drop in value. And the simple fact that he has the watch only probably doubled the value of that watch. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's not stupid. Look at the car he's driving. You can already tell that's fucking
You already tell it's expensive. There's no problems with the injectors on that one.
No. I'm sure he's got oil in that motherfucker. Yeah, fucker's bad.
Dude, speaking of sports, Phillip Rivers is. You know who Phillip Rivers is?
Quarterback, right?
Quarterback, 16 or 17 years for the Chargers.
Yeah.
And then he just went to the Colts and he just retired. If you ask me, probably the most underrated quarterback in the whole NFL.
Think so?
Yeah. I wish he had a ring, but he never got one. But that I know. I don't know my shit. But this motherfucker has 9 kids.
Oh, he gets it done, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, I want to thank the NFL and the Chargers and the Colts and my wife, my best friend, and also my kids, Eeny, Miny, Mo, whatever. It was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, we know
Holy
somebody
cow.
like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
9.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
9 kids.
Speaking of sports, Hank Aaron.
Oh, Hank Aaron died. That's
Hank Aaron
right.
passed away
80, 85.
This is
Fucking baseball legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he broke Babe Ruth's home run record.
That's right.
Back when they didn't have big old muscles. He was 86 years old.
86. Yeah, shout out to Hank Aaron. What a fucking stud, dude.
They didn't think anybody could ever beat Babe Ruth.
Yep.
And he did. And this was before the juicing and the Mark McGuire's and Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa's.
I can't connect with baseball. I don't know why.
I did when I was a little kid. I'm sure we know why. Throwback. But yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah. Catch the ball, Simmons.
Get some ball, Simmons! Fucking, I'm like, you smell like booze, man. Of course I do.
Now that's a throwback, dude.
Fuck.
That's like fucking episode 3.
Yo, that's when, and we know him. Shout out to Ian. That's back. I mean, we were 6.
Yeah.
Back when we started hanging out, and we've been best friends ever since. So both me and him. Now we weren't star
Would he ever
players.
come to the show?
He would. He would
Yeah?
come to the show. Yeah, we're in talks with doing
cool.
something kind of special. So, but we weren't star players by any means. He's like, where did you get put today? I'm all left field. He's like, I'm in right field. I'm like, well, I guess we can look at butterflies and pick grass all fucking day because that's all we're going to do in Little League because the ball never gets past the pitcher, for God's sakes.
Barely gets out of the infield.
Yeah.
I miss that fucker, dude. You know what? Ian is a guy that like we didn't know each other, and he taught. And the first time he talked to me, it was like we've been buddies for a while.
Yeah, he is he's cool. He's a cool cat.
It's a legit good, cute too. I'm just kidding.
Oh fuck.
But anyway.
Yo, how about the Jazz? The Jazz are on a roll right now.
Did you see that thing that Shaq did?
Yeah, in fact, I watched the game last night, and so I watched the interview live when it happened, and Donovan was like, "What the fuck are you saying right now?" He's like,
okay.
I would have just said, yeah, but you still can't shoot a free throw, so shut up.
It's disheartening because as a Jazz fan, like we always get the fucking brunt of all the shit. And say what you will about the Jazz, there's only been a couple of years where we didn't make the fucking playoffs. The Jazz are always a powerhouse in the West. It's because it's Utah and nobody wants to play here, and we don't get the respect of the Lakers or the fucking Knicks.
But think about this though. Like what? Like you, for example. Let me put it in your sport. For example, you're fighting. You're on your way. I mean, you're on the UFC and you're fighting and everything. And then Pat Milch or Cowboys is like, I just don't think you have it. Like for such a big personality in a sport to tell you, I just don't see it, dude. You're like, you're just like. What?
That's the difference between fighting combat sports to regular sports. That's like what's the guy that works for ESPN that's always outlandish as fuck that talks shit about Cowboy. What's his name? Is it Steve Smith?
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
He was just like, Cowboy just isn't with it, and Connor whooped his ass, and it's like, do you know who you're talking to, motherfucker? You're talking to a legend right there. And for you to say something, I understand you're from basketball or whatever you do, and your job is to say that stupid shit. But that's why you never see him ever talking about the UFC anymore. It was just like,
I think
Joe
Rogan put him on his place.
Yeah,
too.
wrong sport there, bud. And it's a mono sport. You don't have a team where you can blame this or whatever, and you just don't see that. But for him to say that shit to Donovan Mitchell, who, by the way, just broke the record for the least amount of games played to reach, I think it was 600 3-pointers. He owns the record right now for least amount of games and most 3-point shot.
I don't know. I'm a petty ass person. I'm glad Donovan took the high road, but I'm a petty ass person. I would have talked about his rapid career or.
He's all. Do you remember when you were in Shazam, motherfucker?
Do you remember Shazam? Do you remember the Man of Steel movie?
Hey, how come every time you play in a movie you play dumb?
And the simple fact that you. Let's be real. Would he ever have won a championship without playing with Kobe? If Kobe hadn't been there, would he ever have got? Because in Orlando, he was good, but they sucked.
Right, and he had Penny Hardaway too. So.
Yeah, and Penny was great.
And Penny was good. And
but
Nick Anderson.
But without Kobe, you're nothing, bud. You're nothing.
Can you imagine if you did that and Donovan was like, "Is that what you think? Is that what you think? You think I don't have it? All right." It just makes fun of him, dude. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I liked that he was just like, that doesn't concern me right now.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah, just
What a
fucking
dick move.
Him and Charles Barkley. And for the longest time, Charles has always been a Utah, like, regardless of what people say about Utah, he's always stood up for Utah. But the last year or two, he's been, like, just sour on everybody that's any good.
Isn't that weird how when he was playing, he looked like one of those shorties, but like in real life, he's a huge fucking guy.
Yeah. But you're talking about back then. I mean, look how big guys were back then. I mean, guys now that are athletic are a little bit more on the slim side. Yeah. I mean, remember how big Karl Malone was?
Yeah.
Just fucking built. And Shaq was fucking thicker than a king-size Snickers bar.
Yo, speaking of fucking athletes, The Undertaker retired, right?
Yep.
Yeah, did you see him on Joe Rogan? Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did.
I did too. Did you?
Are you shedding a tear there, B?
Well, no, he can't listen to it because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, my attention. No, but I did listen to it.
But he goes into details like all of his injuries and shit. Oh, dude,
It's a rough sport, man.
busted his fucking
backstage. There's a lot of heat on him right now. With
Is it really?
WWE, yeah.
Why?
Because he said a lot of things that they don't talk about in WWE.
But everybody does though. Like
he
they
pretty
do
much
that.
talked about, the steroid use.
How fucking dumb are you to say that they didn't do steroids?
I mean, Vince McMahon went up on federal charges for steroids.
There's
they
one
don't
thing.
talk about it.
There's one thing that he said that I mean you'll remember when he was like, oh yeah, back in the day it used to be the real deal. Now it's a little, and he was like on the soft side.
Yeah, on the soft side.
And then Rogan's like, you're gonna get in trouble for saying that, and he goes, maybe.
Yeah.
and he did. I mean. He's the Undertaker. He gets to say that shit. I mean, it's just like McGregor. McGregor is McGregor, so he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, but
he's the Undertaker. He can say whatever he wants. It'll work out.
It was like when Brock came over. Now, when he came over and dominated the UFC, there was no USADA then.
Yeah.
There was fighting commission, state commission testing, but that's all just a fucking IQ test. Now with USADA, they get everything. Doesn't matter how good your fucking doctor is. They've got it figured out. So when he tried to come back, he got in the USADA testing pool, and he couldn't come back. And they would never say why.
He got
we're
dinged.
not stupid.
Yeah, we're not dumb.
I like when people on The Fighter and the Kid, they ask, they every time they talk about The Rock, someone says, "Is he on steroids?" And Schaub's like, "He's on all the steroids."
Yeah, he's on all the steroids. For God's sake.
He's on everything but roller skates.
He's like, he's that boy all the fucking steroids.
Yeah, another one I saw that says he's coming back is the Sting.
No, Sting is back. He's AEW.
So I saw a picture of him when they were talking about him coming back, and I was like, how fucking old is this guy?
That's why you got me.
The Police, dude, great band.
Yeah, great fucking band.
Sting from the Police.
Roxanne!
Oh yeah, he's been
61.
60
God
fucking
damn.
one,
What about
dude.
what about Undertaker? Because I know he's a lot younger than he looks.
What's his real name?
36.
Mark Calloway.
I'm just kidding.
55. His
See?
name's Mark Calloway.
And he looks like 82.
Yeah, because
but
he's on all of the juice. Look at fucking Sylvester Stallone and tell me that dude's not taking everything. That is the fucking
Dude,
the
Sylvester
fountain
got
of
like,
youth.
he's got like veiny fucking
But
arms.
he's. I don't think he's really gonna wrestle. He's just back.
He's just a show.
Yeah, he
a
just is like a
draw a
manager.
crowd.
Jake the Snake is back. He can't wrestle, but he can still talk his ass off.
Jesus Christ. Like, we that far away in wrestling that we have to bring all the old ones back.
Because
it hasn't progressed.
Well, because there's all the fans are just getting older. They're not bringing in new fans.
Yeah, see, that's what I was
okay.
thinking.
And
I see.
anytime they try to bring in new fans with like the John Cena's and the Roman Reigns, the old fans shit on it because they don't want to fucking see that shit. Except for back in their day, it was the Hulk Hogan's and the Ultimate Warriors.
But what are we
They
going
were
to do
doing
when
that same shit.
all those guys can't do it anymore?
I don't know. Goldberg's wrestling at Royal Rumble
Goldberg
next weekend.
He's a beefcake. You know Goldberg?
Yeah.
Goldberg's wrestling next.
Big fucking
He's
big
wrestling
car
for the
guy.
title.
He's got some of the nicest fucking muscle cars in the world. Huge
Does he
car
really?
collection. Yeah.
He's
Remember he was
wrestling-
on that show? He was on a car show for a while.
Did I tell you?
yeah,
I know I told you. Did I tell you I got stuck over there at Mighton? I got stuck watching this new Steve Austin show. Straight out of
straight up Steve Austin.
straight up. Jesus, I'm having a stroke. But I was like, this is kind of dumb.
Which one was it?
The country kid.
The Luke Combs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke Combs.
I
The
don't
one
even
with
know who that
IC was
is.
cool.
Speaking of combs,
The one with
boy over here comb his hair.
Yes. And he got the part. I see you got the part.
You like that?
I like that. And he got the nice fade on the
keep
side.
It, keep it clean.
He got
Keep
that
it
nice
tight.
fade on the side. He got the part. King had that haircut once.
Yeah, you know what made me do this?
COVID.
Tim Tebow. I saw a fucking, because I followed the nicest guy in the world.
That's what I hear.
The guy with the biggest heart in the world that does so much for fucking this foundation that he's got. I follow him and I'm like, that's a good looking motherfucker right there. Like, look at that haircut. I could pull that haircut off.
You go to work and you go.
I do. Yo, have you seen his wife?
Oh yeah. Well, I think I have. Who?
B, pull that up.
It's right there. Wife. For.
She's a Miss what? Miss Universe?
She's a Miss Cervera. What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 7.5.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
What are you giving it, huh?
Very religious gal there.
Not blonde. Just kidding.
Look at that hair.
Dude, look at that.
Look at that hair.
Look at those chesticles.
Yeah, I'm gonna
dude.
look like that one day. I'm gonna start doing
I
steroids.
can't
That one right
wait.
there.
Dude, wow. How about you do?
There was a stint where I dabbled in performance-enhancing drugs,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, because of the illness that I have, they say that. Well, and I mean, I asked my doctor, and she's like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, but testosterone can really speed up cancer."
Ooh.
So, because I want to get on TRT.
There's your.
Look at it. Look at that.
Is that Siemens?
Look at that stud. So I shaved today. Get the 5 o'clock going.
Dude, I gotta ask you something. And I was actually gonna. Why don't you do this, dude? Over here at the bottom.
That one?
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna ask you this. I was gonna bring it, but then I'm like, maybe I'll ask him because I don't want him to turn me down on the fucking podcast. I have a fedora. Listen, that was given to me about 8 years ago, and he never.
It doesn't fit your
It
head.
doesn't fit my head.
Too little.
Yeah. Now, obviously, I've had it on top of my closet. It's been in the back, but obviously, it's been pushed around and stuff, so he has lost his form. But if I clean it and leave it in pristine condition, would you wear it? Because I haven't worn it once. Like, all I do is this, and I'm like, well, it doesn't fit, and then I just put it back in the. But it's like one of those. Look up fedoras, and I'll kind of give you an idea what it is. It's black, and it has like a little feather.
Oh, it is black though. Huh?
Yeah, and it's got a little feather. Kind of I want to say it's like that. Let me see.
Look at that.
So it's kind of like
This fat guy right here?
No, listen. No, you know what? Look at fedoras with the feather. I want to tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah, right there.
Right here. No, not even that one. It's kind of like this one with the two brown feathers in the middle. Kind of like that, but it's a tiny feather. But it's not like so my brim is kind of like hard. That one is kind of like a little softy.
What are you saying?
Oh, it's kind of like this one, like in the middle.
The one with the red feather?
Looks not as shitty, but it's kind of that. But no, because that brim is looking up. You know what I mean?
Can I put a quail on it? Like that one right there? Fucking bird? Yeah.
Can you imagine I give it to you and you put a fucking fishing hook?
No, fuck yeah.
I'll bring it.
Okay.
Because if you say yes, I swear I'll take it with me and I'll clean it and I'll leave it fucking tits. And
Bring
then
it.
You can,
Bring it.
Okay.
I'll rock it.
Because
Do it for the gram.
Because even 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I've had this forever. Once again, I go and I look in the mirror and I'm like, it just doesn't fit.
Do you think once you lose the dreads, it'll fit?
No, because I also try it with the hair down and it's not. I don't know.
You're gonna keep the dreads though, right?
Huh?
You're gonna grow the dreads out though, right?
As long as you can.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that you're gonna grow the dreads out.
As long as the nature will allow.
Yo, what the fuck happened on the thing? On the stream,
on
I
my
got
stream?
chewed out and shit.
Oh no, I have some moderating program.
Let me tell you the story.
Okay,
Let me
Yeah, fill me in.
Let me tell you the
Tell me
story.
the
So,
story.
Brian, which by the way, he's been here on the record saying, "Oh, when he texts me, I just fucking get rid of it." But when he's online, he's like, "Hey, we're online." I'm like, "Okay, good." He's like, "Fucker, get in." I'm like, "Oh, so now you want to text, motherfucker? I see how it is."
Now that you want something.
Yeah, exactly. So I jump in his channel.
Sorry, I don't text you good morning
So,
before I do it. My bad.
so I go. So I jump in his channel.
You're just not very
that what it's called?
personable.
Your channel or your
my
your
channel.
stream, whatever.
My channel.
I jump in his jizz, and I never said a bad word or nothing. I went in there and I said, "Yo," and then I'm like, "Oh, so and so," or whatever. He plays a song that he knows that I like. I'm like, "Dude," and I'm like, and all of a sudden there's this name that pops up, and he goes, "Hey," and he calls me out by my nickname or username, whatever, and he goes, "Please don't use foul language," and I'm like,
Did you just say a bad word?
"No."
So they have these moderator programs that keeps people from posting spam links into your channel,
Right.
and it also keeps from
Fuck was that?
putting profanity. And so there's a list of profanities.
Right.
So at some point,
What did I say?
I don't know what you said because
didn't
I
say
didn't
nothing.
ever see what you actually said. I just saw that it.
You know why? Because
did.
after that happened, I'm like, what the fuck did I say? And then I started scrolling up, and that person has gotten rid of every single thing I've said in the entire chat. It just said deleted message, deleted message. Deleted. I'm like, since when? Because the week prior to that, I was in Flexes, and I said, can we even swear here? He goes, I don't know. You know?
Right.
Yeah, and so
And
I
he's
tried,
like,
I
yeah,
tried
you
to
can
turn
do
it
it.
off live. I ended up getting rid of the moderator portion of the because if my music's gonna have foul language, my guests should have.
That's
be
what I'm
able
saying.
to
Yeah, why does it
have
matter
foul
then?
language.
I was
Well,
like-
I didn't know. All I was trying to block was from people posting, "Hey, do you want a bigger
wanna
dick?
see-
You want
yeah.
you want a bigger dick? Here's a link to some pill that's
Here,
gonna
I'll just
help."
send
And
it
I'm
to
like,
me.
Because it happens and all of my fucking buddies leave.
I at least get one spam chatter every time I stream.
When I was in Flexes, I think I said something like pussy or whatever. Was it because I called you Pussy Slayer?
That's probably why. Pussy would have gotten you dinged.
Oh, okay. Well, then I brought it on myself. But I thought that was fucking everything goes.
Well, and I like I said, I didn't know it did that until it started doing that to people.
Oh,
That sucks.
You know,
anyway,
I became famous, and I didn't know that
I became famous.
that my channel was going to do those things until it did it to somebody.
Before I take off, I'd like your guys' autographs.
Yeah.
That you're so famous and shit. Yo, this guy right here, I get a wake up. Good morning, sir. Hey, I'm doing a team up to give away a pair of shoes on this, yada yada. Sign up for it, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'll rock those shoes. Fuck yeah. And so as I go to tag people, the first guy I tag, Angel. But then I look up a link or two, and our buddy Billy has already tagged you on it. So I'm like, I won't tag him.
What time was this?
Sometime this morning. I can't fucking remember.
Because I tried. Someone tagged you?
No, Dre sent it to me. Okay, so when I went to go sign up for it, you have to tag two people.
Because I tagged you, Brian, and then the other Brian. But the only reason why I tagged the other Brian is because I couldn't tag you. Why
do people say they can't tag me?
I don't know.
Like, I hear that all the time. People can't tag me.
We'll take a look at your settings.
Yeah, go ahead and take a look at my settings. Because
I've been sending all the dick pics,
Sammy,
and there's like no replies.
It says, I can never tag Justin.
Oh, yeah, that's right, on the
and
Facebook.
I'm like, well, I don't know why. You're talking to a guy that I'm on the record. I know nothing about fucking...
I mean, we're all learning.
I mean...
Well, you gotta accept our friend request before we can tag you and stuff.
Someone please teach me how to go like, hey, welcome to the other side of the Beehive, link in bio. It's like, well, now we have one, huh?
Yeah.
No, you know which one I want to do that? Oh, yeah, hey, you guys want to hang out with us? Swipe up. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. So I go, Brian.
Yeah.
And I tag the wife, so I had to tag two people.
Yeah.
There's nothing more annoying
than
when somebody fucking tags you in something and you're like, why the fuck am I on this? Because 9 times out of 10, it's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But I knew coming from Dre and his buddy, I knew it was legit. So I tagged Brian.
Your buddy Ryan texted me and he goes, hopefully it's legit. I'm like, yeah, dude.
I waited. I'm like, oh yeah, here it is. Here's the drawing. And there wasn't there was a good amount of people who signed up for it. But yeah, I'm watching the video, and he's like, have you watched the video? Mm-hmm. He's like,
legit as fuck.
And I said, I'm like, motherfucker. Of course this guy is gonna need
Big
it.
Shout out to the homeboy Angel.
Want a pair of fucking...
Did you see it?
No, I didn't, but I heard. I saw your. He told me on the way in here.
Hot sneaker box.
Yeah. So congratulations, you got a pair of shoes, lucky fucker.
I didn't enter because I already have those white on whites.
Yeah, I don't have any, but lucky, good for you. Yeah, you're gonna need them now.
How ironic, dude. He has the shoes that I want, and he has already the shoes that you want.
I know.
And he slays pussy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Thanks for hanging out with us.
There's a moderator that'll pop up right now. I almost just tagged at the other side of the Beehive just to put a tag up there. But you're going to need those shoes, and it's a good thing you want them now that you're a pipeliner and the president is shutting all of your shit down.
Are you kidding me? They're going to be in a box right next to my fedoras.
I was drunk last night.
I might buy me a fedora tomorrow.
I did some drunk fucking posts that I deleted this morning.
Oh, I did see one.
Internet's for everybody.
I did see one.
I'll go back and find them.
The only reason that I got rid of it was because as much as we say we hate to get into political shit, I said, I don't want to draw my name to any of this bullshit, but I'm, for the record on this, I'm going to say, you fucked up, bud. You fucked up.
Yeah.
That put a lot of people out. I mean, cutting the Keystone Pipeline, shutting it down, regardless of what you believe in. And I put it, I said, if you're cool with this, turn the gas off in your fucking house and see how great you enjoy it. But I did get rid of it. The wife asked me, "What, did you delete that drunk post?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I got rid of it."
I was just going at it, and it's so funny because I don't know if you know this, but because you commented on it, then it comes out in my feed, and it says Justin motherfucking Simmons commented on this, and I'm like, what is? And then like Keystone Pipe, and I'm like, since when? And then I read it, I'm like, oh, my co-host? I'm like,
no, they can get rid of Keystone Bear all they want. I'm cool with that. No, whatever they want to do there. Keystone.
11,000 people lost their job. Mm-hmm. You're cool with that?
Oh, we're not talking about the beer company, Keystone?
Oh no.
My bad. Yeah, I'm like, there's all kinds of other Corona. Can we get Corona?
Anyway, so we're just talking
Budweiser.
Big bullets.
Yeah.
I drink Michelob. I don't care about no Keystone beer, man.
So
Shit.
like, yeah, but we don't want to go down that road. But still, that
I was surprised. I'm like, oh, look at Simmons. I'm like, man.
say what you will.
Yeah.
I was involved. I worked for a pipeline company, and it provided. I bought a house. I bought a fucking truck. I took care of my family through that job. I am more than thankful for fucking Company One. And I'll never forget that.
There was a point in time in my pipelining career that name was brought up to me from people that were gonna go, and it's like, dude, you coming? So much money, and I'm like,
we have a friend.
Sounds good.
We have a friend that was involved in that. We'll talk after the podcast. In fact, he listens to this podcast.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, I know there's other jobs out there and shit, but to be rocking and rolling like that, and then the first day, he's all, nah. Now, the wall, I don't care about all that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with that anyway, but that one hurt.
Well,
so,
and I don't know how I feel about that, but you know what? Regardless of how I feel about that, you're still my friend, and I still love you, and that's the way it needs to be.
Anyway,
If
Jesus Christ.
I'm dead serious. Like,
no,
like,
I got you.
like,
I mean,
I have people that live next to me that I love that maybe we don't share the same political views, and they love me too, and I love them back, and that's the way. That's as far political as I'll get on anything. I don't care. I mean, like, I care, but it doesn't change how I feel about you or Angel.
well, we don't all think that way, and that's the unfortunate part about everything. So,
yeah, unfortunately.
well,
Anyway.
what a sour note to end up in, but hey.
what are we sitting on time?
We still got a while. Go. Keep going. There's topics up there. I can see them on the board. Let's go.
He just called us out, dude. He just called us fucking.
Well, we went through the wrestling fucking 15 minutes already.
you didn't milk it enough.
We helped you out there, bud. Thanks for leaving us dead in the water.
You want to talk about not helping me out? I mean, we talked enough about Dre on this podcast.
Oh man!
Oh, dude.
Hey,
Our DJ buddies are
did you hear
jealous.
the phone call?
Oh, yeah.
How great was that? So when he called you, did you know? You said, this sounds like Dre.
Yeah,
So it kind of spoiled the...
Well, I had... It was odd.
For those that don't know, it was National DJ
funny.
Day on, what, Thursday?
The 20th.
And our man Dre
2 days ago.
called some of his DJ buddies, and he tried to play a joke on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it true that you got up and left?
No.
Oh, okay. He was just playing. Oh, okay. All right.
No. He was playing.
It's so funny, dude, because he's like, hey, I just want to know, you're going to have the same problem, Brian. So you have to stop this diarrhea subject, bro. Like, where are you going with this?
What are we talking about? He cut out a whole bunch of stuff, too.
Oh, did he?
Where he's talking about me coming and playing at the Nickelcade. And I'm like, all right, when? And I'm like, and he's like, well, like tomorrow. And I'm like, on a Thursday? Like, he cut out all kinds of content that I guess, I mean, it
Fuck
didn't fit.
Dre. We love him.
Yeah, we do. We do love Dre. Dre, I love you.
Don't do that shit to me.
Don't do it. I was on the phone with my mom. And I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm getting a phone call from a weird number. Let me hold on one second.
I don't answer those, dude. If you know
I
me
don't either.
and I don't know you, leave me a message.
I don't
Yeah, but I'm a manager at my job, so I get phone calls from my employees all the time.
If it's my work phone,
I'll hang up on
Yeah.
somebody. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Hey, Brian, we just want to talk to you about your extent. Click.
yeah, I'm a healthcare representative from I get those every fucking
anytime
day
I go,
now.
anytime I answer the phone and I hear boop, I'm like, oh goddamn
you just
telemarketer, hang up.
How is that legal that you can do that now, that they've taken your number and they can just spam it out? Because everything that you sign up for, the first thing you read, we don't share your information, which is total bullshit. Because how would they get your number?
There needs to be something that like we can find out how they got our fucking number, so we can go back to those companies and
You can't trust anybody that calls you anymore.
yeah.
I still fucking think about when I was cold and asked. I had an overdrawn my Bank of America account.
I don't even have
a Bank of America.
Yeah. There was a stint when I was 16 years old. I worked for a telemarketing. I don't even know if it's around anymore. You ever heard the word teleperformance?
Yes, it is still around.
It is still around. Yes, I worked for them, and I went in and interviewed, and ladies just like, just read this, and it was just a script. Hi, my name's yada yada, and I was selling travel packages. It took me one day, not even the full day. It took me from when I got there to I went on my lunch break. I never went back.
I did the same
painful.
thing. I got a job at Future Films for Families, which are like Christian movie.
Oh, yeah.
Selling Christian movies. And as soon as I read the script, I went to lunch that day. The very first KFC was here in Utah.
Yeah.
The one on State Street. I walked over there. I never went back.
Yeah. I got one good phone call. And I sold one thing, and I felt like it was an older Asian lady. She barely spoke any English, and I sold her this travel package, and she had no idea what I was selling her. She was just, yeah, and gave me her credit card, and at that point, I was like, this is not fucking right. This isn't cool. And they threw a big, I gotta sell, made this big fucking run, and was like, something doesn't seem right around here. So yeah, I never went back.
That's why it's weird, because if it's because of situations like that then, not to put it on me, but then you win a pair of shoes, and then the first thing that someone is like, I hope it's legit, bro. I'm like, no, it is, dude. Like, we know the guy.
Yeah,
like
right?
We know they, like, quote unquote know the guy, but I don't know, dude. It's just.
Well, congratulations on the
thanks,
on
dude.
the Air Force One,
and
you gonna rock them Air Force Ones like
and
the Nelly?
a pair of socks.
Oh yeah, and you got a pair of socks too. Yeah, a guy like
I
me
realized
could really
both
use.
my friends have really little feet.
Dude, I told so I was talking to the chief earlier, and I said, dude, I was told that my truck wasn't gonna be in the thousands of dollars to fix. I want a pair of shoes and socks. I'm like, I'm gonna go buy me a fucking lottery ticket.
Who's having the best day ever?
Today was a good day, right?
Oh, I like that. Hip hop reference right there.
Hip hop, dude. Shout out to hip hop.
Ice Cube.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
Yeah. Today I didn't even have to use my AK.
Yeah.
Today was a
good day.
Today I didn't have to use my AK.
Joe, did you see that guy that was shooting rounds with the AK?
At the apartment?
Yeah, so I watched the video. I'm like, an AK and an El Camino. This fucking video screams.
That's another one that you
This video screams America right here, man. Fuck. I love it.
Woo. Should we get out of here?
115.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, dude. Mike Jinx are here, but shout out to my Packers, dude. They're playing this weekend.
I was going to ask you about when you were talking about Phillip Rivers. I was going to say, how about your Packers there, bud?
I'm waiting Sunday for as soon as the game is over, I go drive back up.
You know,
hopefully the roads are good, though.
There's a lot of, like, Buffalo. I'm kind of rooting for fucking Buffalo right now. But, and I hate to say this, I kind of want to see fucking Brady get it, to shove it right up fucking what's his ass? No, well, I mean, what's his ass?
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick, shove it right up his ass.
You know, anybody obviously my team, the Bucks, they haven't had it in like 20 something years, I think, right? I don't know, I'm not quite sure. But like Kansas, they still have it. So it's like
I can't believe that he's gonna play after as fucked up as he got.
Mahomes. Oh yeah.
That he's actually gonna play. I mean, that's a concussion.
Yo,
that's a concussion there.
I watched this thing on 60 Seconds last week about Alex Smith and his leg.
Yeah.
Did you see how they turned that whole casing thing on his brace?
Oh,
brace?
that football.
Look up Alex Smith leg brace, and they turn it into a
sculpture.
Yeah. they
There it is, right there. He's holding it.
Yeah, but once it's done, they're turning into a football. Did you see that?
I think they've already done it.
No, they have. That's what I'm trying to look for.
So, right there, right down
right
the
here,
bottom, yeah.
corner left.
Hold on.
Yeah, look at that, dude.
Bottom left. Yeah, right there. How badass is
How
that,
cool
dude?
is that,
That's
dude?
fucking awesome. Just haul around that, and then they make a piece of art like that. To me, that screams Junior.
I thought
Junior-
you was gonna hook
Junior
you up with
would've
your,
fucking-
with your thing.
I have an appointment on Tuesday.
No, with your.
I haven't decided what I want to do with it yet.
I thought you said he was gonna turn it into a bracelet.
I was thinking about doing a bracelet with it, but
but now I want nipple rings.
yeah. But now I want a grill. So
Now I want a Prince Albert.
I'm hoping he can melt it down in that fucking Freddy Krueger fucking studio that he's got down there, and I can make a grill out of it. But yeah, I've got a titanium plate that he's gonna.
Yeah.
We're talking about making something cool with it.
Talk to them, see when they can come back. I know they're busy as fuck, but we should just plan it forever.
I think so. Just shoot for the stars.
By the
get a
way,
good
speaking
plan.
of shoes, I never seen you with those.
Dude, I've had these. These are.
I actually have a pair, but
You say that I haven't been into shoes for a while. These are legit Adidas hemp. They only sold these for a fucking couple of years. They're not very easy to find. But I've had these for probably 13 years.
I like when the shoelaces are like that straight.
Dude, who rocks them like that? Who did that originally in the Adidas? Run DMC, man.
Run
Yeah.
DMC.
And with the Kings.
I a lot of my shoes I do that old school.
And then when he's done wearing them, he's gonna smoke them. So it'll be good.
Mine,
They're hemp, so I don't think you
Mine-
can smoke it and get your
my
high.
shoelaces are painted on.
Well, I mean that comes from somebody that had a
made.
nana at their fucking house making their bed.
That's right.
She's all, I'm moving. Who's gonna tie my shoes? She's like, well, just get some that are painted on.
She's so like the gas company inspectors markers. Go, Brian, tell the people where they can find you.
Me, they can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJ Badboy Brian. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, pop-ups. Follow, hit the notification bell. Subscribe if you like. That's where I'm at.
Tell the people where they can find you there.
You
Mr.
can
Severa.
find me on Facebook as Angel Severa. Also on Instagram at Ange Severa. By the way, the guy from what is it? The hot sneaker box.
Yeah.
He couldn't say my name. So
Yeah.
Ange. Not even gonna try to
Not
say your
even
last
gonna
name.
try,
I'm not even gonna try. But you won. I'm like, hell yeah.
And you can find him on Twitch, your boy Ange,
Oh yeah, that's right.
82, right?
I still don't know how to use it, but hey, I just put music on and leave it there, and then I go shower.
I'm on the Facebook,
Yeah,
just in my name.
yeah.
On the IG, J_Sims68.
Sims.
Do you know where the 68 comes from?
68 Barracuda.
Oh, my man. He knows me. He knows
yeah,
me.
dude.
I'm surprised you got that.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's also the fucking, I think one of our passports for whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, don't say that because that's my password for everything.
You're also on the Twitch. I don't know yours because I didn't set yours up like I did.
I did
Angel's, so.
it's the same, the J_Sims68.
J_Sims.
And also, one thing we haven't said for a while, if you're new to the podcast, don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah, go and subscribe and hit that little button
Yeah.
that gives you the notification, let you know when we upload. We upload every Monday. Watch our YouTube channel, and
We're almost at 500 on Facebook,
I
too.
noticed that.
Yeah.
And we're getting there on the IG. So.
Yeah. And also, we have an OnlyFans where we do our episodes naked. So subscribe to that.
Yes.
Before we go, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, From Scratch. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch.
62 East Gallivan Avenue. That's downtown Salt Lake. For reservations, 801-961-9000. That's
801-961-9000. Like we
Attaboy.
said, we love that place and we can't wait to go back. And then we should plan on going back.
yes.
Anything else? You sexy bitches.
I think I'm good.
Until next time, take care of yourselves. We will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.